Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're customizing the Dewbauchee Rapid GT Classic in Grand Theft Auto Online. This thing is on sale this week, and just before we get into this, I want to mention there is a double upload today. I'm doing another car customization, so when you're done this video, definitely go and check out the other one. Both of the cars today are on sale, and this is the last day that you can get them, so if you're interested, go check it out. Anyway guys, we're going to go ahead and get started with the customization and review on the Rapid GT Classic. This is a car that I have never customized on the channel, so I'm very interested to do it. So we're going to go ahead and start off with the armor. The brakes all the way up as well. For the bumpers, we have some good options here. Got the racer bumper. Now this is a car that is actually the third fastest sports classic car in the entire game. And I do have to say I do like the racer front bumper, so we're gonna go for that. For the rear bumpers, we'll go for the heavy rear bumper too. The engine all the way up, of course. For the hood, we have quite a few different options here. I do like some of these options here. There's some crazy options on this thing. You can go for like some insane exhausts. You can go the sacrilegious. Oh my god, it's pretty crazy what you can do to this car. It's got great customization. We're gonna go for the sports hood. I think that's the cleanest one in my opinion. We can of course put some tape over the headlights. We can just completely remove the headlights as well. We're not gonna do that. Honestly, I don't really like any of these options, so we're just not gonna go for any. For the hood catches, we do have quite a few different options here. We'll go for the back edge hood catches. Those are pretty good looking in my opinion. The headlights, we are gonna go xenon, of course. For the livery, we do have quite a few options here. We got the black stripes, we got the white stripes as well. The retro stripes, the old school racer, auto exotic black, and the auto exotic white. We got zero gas black and white as well. Globe oil, hot rod, and back to none. So this thing probably is going to be some degree of a race car, so I'm not really sure which one of these that I want to put on it. The globe oil one is kind of interesting, plus it's also got the funny number. So we're not going to go for globe oil. We'll go for zero gas black. I think that's going to work with the customization we're going to do for this thing. I don't really have anything in mind, but I'm sure we'll be able to figure it out. And for the mirrors, we do have quite a few different options here. I have to say I like the vintage mirrors with the primary paint, so we'll go for those. The plate yellow on black, of course. For the respray, we do have the crew color. It does look quite good on this thing, I have to say. For the respray though, let's see. This is just generally a very good looking car. I almost feel like going for a blue on it. I feel like maybe like a Saxon blue or a nautical blue. Ooh, I feel like nautical blue is kind of tight. We're gonna go for a primary on that. We're gonna go for the secondary on nautical blue as well. This does look really good in my opinion. So we got that. The trim color, we're gonna go black just because I want that to be pretty basic looking. Roll cage, this is probably going to be some degree of a race car, so we'll put the roll cage in it. Why not? The roof, we can add a sun strip as well. We'll go for the white Dewbauchee just because it matches up with the front lip of the car as well. For the skirts, we can go for the painted side skirts. Let's go for those. For the spoiler, we do have quite a few options. Oh, we got a white Dewbauchee spoiler. We're going to have to go for that then, obviously. The suspension, we can lower this thing down quite significantly. We're going to do that, of course. The transmission, we can go all the way up on that. Of course, we're going to do that. The turbo as well. Now for the wheels, I actually really like the stock wheels. I don't know what these are called or if they're like possible to buy. So we're going to have to take a little look for them here. I actually like the Cup Champion rims too. Those are pretty nice. The Cracker Customs as well are nice. I wish that I actually just knew what these rims were called, because that would make my life a little bit easier right now. We'll have to go through the muscle rims. Those are close to stock. Yeah, those are actually, yeah, the Muscle Freak. Those are pretty much the stock rim. We're gonna go, should we go black or should we go white? I feel like we go white to match up with the Dewbauchee. I feel like that, like, they don't really look that great in white, but I think we're gonna have to go for it. We're gonna go for the custom tires, bulletproof as well for sure. For the windows, we are actually not gonna tint them. I know this is a rare occasion, but it is going to be a race car, so I think we'll just leave the window tint just off the car. So that's it for the customization. I think it's time to take this thing down to the ground. We're going to do a full sound test and of course a full review as well. Alright, so let's see how the Dewbauchee Rapid GT Classic actually sounds. It doesn't sound as good as maybe I would have hoped for. I thought it'd have more of like a rumbling like V8 sort of sound, but that's not to say it sounds bad, it's just not as good as I was, you know, maybe hoping for. However, it is a really good performing vehicle, and I do know this. This is the third fastest sports classic car in the entire game when it comes to circuit racing, so that is a huge bonus with this vehicle. Obviously, the two vehicles ahead of it are the Grotti Cheetah Classic and then the Grotti Turismo Classic. And of course, the Turismo Classic also has an HSW upgrade if you are on the expanded and enhanced edition, so it is like light years ahead of this thing and the Cheetah Classic. However, if you're on last gen, the sports classic category is actually very competitive, and this car you could actually probably beat a Turismo Classic in certain situations. I do feel like I personally really like the handling of the Rapid GT Classic a lot more than the Turismo Classic. Both handle, you know, pretty well, I would say, but the Rapid GT Classic just feels a little more planted and a little more controllable. I don't know, it's very interesting. Definitely a car that I am a fan of so far after driving it here. I can also say that the acceleration is quite good on this thing. It's also just, I mean, it's a fantastic looking car. I love the customization on this thing. I'm really happy that we went for the nautical blue with the white Dewbauchee logos wherever possible. I think this thing looks awesome, and it definitely feels pretty awesome to drive. This thing also has a pretty high top speed in the sports classic category, especially in comparison to some of the older cars. The sports classic category is not one that really gets updated as maybe often as it needs to be. So some of the newer cars really do excel over the older cars. Like, I mean, this car and the two cars that I mentioned before are leaps ahead of the cars behind them within the sports classic category, so they really are just amazing cars. The Rapid GT Classic is definitely an improvement over the regular Rapid GT, because this thing has a bit of an oversteer bias, whereas the regular Rapid GT definitely has an understeer bias, which is a lot less ideal. I'd take oversteer over understeer any day of the week. And the oversteer on this vehicle is very, very controllable, whereas something like the Rapid GT, the understeer is completely like uncontrollable. So, you know, I really can't dislike this car in any way. I think it's a fantastic vehicle, definitely one that I recommend, and it's pretty cheap right now. It's only like $600,000 because it is, of course, on sale at the time of recording this video. So if you're watching this more than a day after this comes out, unfortunately, this thing is no longer going to be on sale. However, it's still relatively cheap. I think it goes for about $850,000 when it's not on sale, so still a great car to pick up, and it's still not even a bad price when it is at full price. Overall, the Rapid GT Classic, I definitely think that I recommend this vehicle. It's very good. It feels awesome during this whole review. Acceleration's great. Handling is pretty great as well. Really nothing to complain about, nothing notable that's bad about the vehicle whatsoever. Anyway guys, that is it for the customization and review on the Dewbauchee Rapid GT Classic in Grand Theft Auto Online. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you want to see more like this, let me know in the comments down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, dislike if you didn't, subscribe if you guys are new, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.